There's power in silence. And there's even more power in words that are carefully chosen. In a world that's constantly talking, people who speak with intention stand out. You don't need a flood of words to express your thoughts. You need clarity, you need precision, and you need confidence in what you're saying. Too many people try to be heard by saying more, but in doing so, they drown out their own message. If you want to be understood, speak less, but make every word count. Think about the people you admire, the leaders, the teachers, the motivators, the friends who always seem to say just the right thing. They don't ramble, they don't repeat, they speak simply, directly, with purpose. You remember their words not because they used 1,000 of them, but because they used the right 10. That's your goal. Not to overwhelm others with your voice, but to strike a chord in their mind with a few well-placed words. The truth is, most people talk too much out of fear. Fear of being misunderstood, fear of silence, fear of not being taken seriously, so they fill the air with explanation after explanation, hoping something lands. But what really lands is this: confidence is quiet, clarity is simple, and truth doesn't need decoration. When you master the art of brevity, people don't just listen to you, they respect you, because it takes strength to be concise. Speaking in short, easy sentences doesn't mean dumbing down your message. It means refining it. It means stripping away what's unnecessary and revealing what really matters. Think of your words like a sculpture. You start with a block of marble. Your job is to chip away until only the essence remains. That's what great communication is. Not piling on more, but cutting out what's not essential. Because the more you say, the more people forget. But when you speak with clarity, they remember. Here's the challenge. Next time you're about to speak, pause for just 1 second. Ask yourself, what's the core message I want to deliver? Not the background, not the supporting details, just the core. That one sentence, that one thought. Once you find it, lead with it. Say it plainly, say it strongly, and let it breathe. You'll be amazed how powerful that one sentence can be when you let it stand alone. You don't have to explain every little thing. People understand more than you think, and if they don't, they'll ask. That's better than you trying to answer every question before it's even asked. When you talk too much, you confuse people. When you talk just enough, you invite curiosity. That's where real connection begins. In space, in silence, in shared understanding, not in constant chatter. There's also a deep confidence that comes with knowing you don't need to fill the silence. You trust your words to do the job. You trust your message to stand tall. That kind of speaker walks into a room and commands attention not by being the loudest, but by being the most focused. People sense it. They lean in, because the quiet one who says a lot with a little is rare, and rare is respected. Practice it. Practice boiling down your ideas. If you can't say it simply, you probably don't understand it well enough. The best communicators can explain complex ideas in simple words, not because they're oversimplifying, but because they've done the work to truly understand. If you want people to follow your thinking, you have to walk them across a clear bridge, not a tangled forest of words. Here's a habit to develop. After you speak, ask yourself, could I have said that in fewer words? If the answer is yes, that's not failure, that's growth, that's awareness. Over time, you'll train yourself to cut the fat before you speak, not after. You'll stop mid-sentence because you'll realize you already said what needed to be said. No need to keep talking, and that's power. In conversation, give others the space to speak too. Don't dominate, don't try to impress. Listen more than you talk, and when it's your turn, make it count. Use your words like a chef uses seasoning, just enough to bring out the flavor, not so much that it overwhelms the dish. Let your message sit in the air, let it echo, let it be absorbed. If you ever feel tempted to explain yourself too much, remind yourself the truth is enough. The truth doesn't need to be dressed up, it just needs to be delivered directly, calmly, without apology. Some of the most powerful sentences in history were only a few words long. I have a dream. Tear down this wall. Stay hungry. Stay foolish. They're memorable not because they were long, but because they were true. You don't have to impress people with complexity, you impress people with clarity. When someone walks away from a conversation with you, they should know exactly what you meant. No guessing, no trying to remember your long-winded explanation, just one message, one idea, one feeling. If you can do that, you're already ahead of most people. Short sentences are easier to follow. Easier to remember, easier to trust. When you speak in long, winding sentences, people start to tune out. They get lost, they lose the thread. But if you speak in short, strong sentences, you create rhythm. You hold attention, you create momentum. Each sentence leads to the next like stepping stones, and before they know it, the listener is on your side, following your thoughts, feeling your message. There's a quiet elegance to a short sentence, a kind of discipline. It shows that you value the listener's time, that you respect the moment, that you're not talking just to talk, you're talking to share, to connect, to move something forward. That intention is rare and it sets you apart. So here's what you can do starting today. Watch your own speech. Don't judge it, just observe. Notice when you start repeating yourself. Notice when you keep going after you've already made your point. Notice when silence might have been more powerful. And then, next time, stop one sentence earlier. End on the strong note, not the echo. You'll find people start listening more, they'll remember more, they'll even respect you more. Because you're not trying to dominate the space, you're contributing something of value and then stepping back. That kind of presence doesn't need volume, it needs vision and courage, the courage to say just enough. This applies everywhere, in interviews, in meetings, in relationships, in leadership. The ability to say what you mean in short, easy sentences is a skill that lifts everything. People will look to you for direction, they'll look to you for clarity, not because you say the most, but because you say what matters. Remember, your goal isn't to say more, it's to be heard, it's to be understood, it's to make an impact. And impact comes from clarity, not quantity. So cut out the noise. Let go of the urge to explain every detail. Find the one sentence that captures your message and deliver it with confidence, with simplicity, and with care. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. Let your message hang in the air. Let the silence underline it. Trust your words to do the work, and trust the listener to receive it. Less truly is more, and in a world full of noise, the voice that speaks with clarity and purpose wins